You can also add a retreat or yoga teacher training to Where's My Mat in order to attract more or new students. When adding your event, simply choose workshop, retreat, or teacher training as an event type and complete the form with the right information. For a yoga teacher training, a separate page will be automatically created to display all the information requested. This will not show up on your public class page. First, give it a correct name. Then, add the location. Either take an existing one or add a new location. Many teacher trainings are abroad and often do not have an exact address or street name. What you can do is add your coordinates of your venue. You can find your coordinates by clicking on your venue in Google Maps. Give students a detailed plan on how to get to your location, including public transportation, car, or any means necessary. For your venue, tell us what the opening hours are for each day of the week. One of the most important things is to tell your students any practical information that you want them to know before coming to your class. Especially when going on a retreat or a teacher training where students will spend all day and night, it is good for them to know what to expect. Tell them what kind of arrangement there are on the location, what type of rooms to choose from, how to get there, what is around, and many more. Be as detailed as possible. In the private information field, you can enter information about the venue or location that you want to share only with students that have booked your event, or even maybe add your phone number. Once a student has booked your retreat or teacher training, they will receive a confirmation email with the time, date, and information of the training, but also with this private information that you have entered. If you have no private information to share about your venue, just leave it blank. Lastly, tick the boxes at equipment and facilities that are available at your location. This is important so that the student knows what to expect and what to bring with them. Once you have completed this, click Save. Now it's time to add information about when your event will take place. Add the start date and time. Add the end date and time. And choose if your event is recurrent. Give us some information for who the event is. Do you only teach beginners, or is it for intermediate or advanced yogis? Or maybe for everybody? Then fill in the number of seats available. This is the number of seats specifically for Where's My Mat. You may choose that out of the total 12 places available, all of them can be booked through Where's My Mat. Now you will need to add a pricing to your event. If you already added one before that you want to reuse, just select the correct one from the drop-down menu. Or create a new pricing by clicking Add New Pricing. When adding a new event, you can add a new price list which you can reuse each time you add a new event. For instance, if you use the same prices throughout 2016, you have to define one price list called 2016 price list and fill in all relevant prices. For each of the regular prices, you can add a discounted price. For example, if a regular class is €20, you can also add a promotional class of €15. The promotional prices will only be displayed if you select Enable Discount Prices in the Add an Event page. For a retreat or teacher training, the most relevant are drop-in class, which is a regular pricing, maybe a new member offer, accommodations, and extra activities. For the drop-in class, you can add the price of the regular event without accommodations, with or without discounts. If your teacher training is $1,500 for the whole month, you can enter that here. You can also enter an early bird price of $1,200 that you can add to the discounted price. You can always turn on and off the discount with the Enable Discount checkbox. A new member offer may be interesting for a retreat to use to attract new students. In extra activities, you can add the price of any additional activities that do not fit into the aforementioned prices. For instance, if you want to add an airport pickup for $50, this is the place. Once you're happy and added all your pricing, click Save. Your different pricing lists are saved in the tab Pricing and can be changed at any time. Because a teacher training and retreat are events where students usually stay the night as well, we request you to give some additional information about your event. In event description, you can add everything that is included in the retreat or teacher training. Think of things like highlights, what's included, the daily schedule, the location and the location around. What kind of services are available on site? Is there Wi-Fi? Is there a swimming pool? Is there any cleaning service? What kind of food will be served? Will you provide airport transfer? Or any additional information you can think of. Also important to know for students is if there will be any additional activities. Some teacher trainings give their students 1 day off per week where they can rent, for instance, a bicycle. Sometimes an excursion is included. Either way, let them know. Then, as last, add your accommodation if there is any available. Give as much details as you can. Is there a twin room, shared or private? Do you have private rooms? Do you have bungalows? Anything that you can think of that a student would like to know. When you have completed this, click on Save to save your retreat or teacher training.